Hello, everyone. So today I thought I'll talk about REST API. Now, REST API is, of course, a very important thing that you should learn in case you're working or in case you want to work in IT. You could be a developer or you could be doing any kind of technical work. I think these days, especially in the last few years, API based uh, applications or REST API in general has become really popular. Now, I heavily use REST API for doing a lot of wonderful things because, in case you don't know, I am an Atlassian consultant. I help my clients, organizations get the most out of Atlassian tools. And when it comes to integrating with a tool like Jira or integrating Jira with other tools, it has to be done using REST API in almost all the cases. Not always, but yes, most of the cases. And good thing about REST API is that it is a standard. So if you are familiar with how to interact with a tool using REST API, you can actually use that knowledge, your skills to basically interact with any tool. You just need to know the right endpoint. You just need to know how to interact with that particular tool. It could be by writing your own code in any language. Almost all the languages that I know uh, supports REST API, starting from C, C++, C++. I don't really think I ever did anything with C, C++. So I'm sure it is REST API. So I'm sure it can be done because how to consume REST API using C++. So how to call a REST service in C++. So you will find, of course, plenty of examples, but yeah, so they're talking about curl command. So yeah, I was basically talking about um, things that will actually help you in your learning that I believe you should definitely uh, use or you should consider using. And I'll not really talk about a lot of things. I'll just talk about three things that I use because I don't really want to talk about technologies or utilities that I never really used. So when it comes to REST API, you of course have to write code. Um, in most cases, I mean, if you're writing some custom script for doing some specific integration. Now, when you're interacting with REST API using your own code, the first thing that you should do is you should try to do or you should understand is the exact endpoint that you have to call. For example, if I have to fetch the list of all the let us say videos from a specific channel, right? Or if I have to fetch all the projects in Jira, or if I have to fetch all the articles or all the videos with a specific tag from my website ravisagar.in. So there is usually an endpoint, and when you call that endpoint, you have to basically pass in some body sometimes or in most cases, and you will get a response. And when you're retrieving this, when you're fetching this information, you are basically using a get operation, but you also have you also have capabilities using REST API to post or update something. Now the thing is that when you're dealing with REST API, you have to quickly test these endpoints, and for testing these endpoints, there are a couple of tools that I will recommend. So the first one is Postman, which is actually very popular. Everyone is using it, and I have used it, but I don't heavily use it for everything. I mean, I use it whenever I have to. For example, if I'm working on a client project and I'm using their laptop and I only have access to, if they're already using Postman, I'll also use it because it is straightforward, and you have to basically um, configure it with the authentication depending upon the type of authentication, and then you can actually save your endpoints, and then of course you can make a call and test. So when you're writing your code to do something, or when you're building your own custom integration in any language, understanding what would be your body, what parameters you will get, and how to pass those JSON that you will receive back as a response is, of course, something that you will do in your code. But to understand the body itself, if you can use a tool like Postman, then it will actually give you uh, those ready-made commands that you can probably copy. Sometimes there are tools that will also generate the code for you. So it actually not only enhances your experience, but it will actually help you in doing your things quickly. Now, apart from Postman, I heavily use this extension, this Chrome or Brave extension called Talend API Tester. I use it all the time, and it is lightweight. It is just an extension within your browser. So right now I'm using Brave, and I'll probably show you this this particular extension. So right now I'm using this Jira REST API, which is basically saved here, like for all the endpoints. Like for example, if I have to get all the labels, or if I have to create a project, or if I have to add my time log. So because I do a lot of things in Jira, I don't really want to remember those endpoints. I basically need these endpoints straight away in front of me, so I can use them very easily. And of course, there is a documentation. There is like a reference document for REST API for Jira on cloud, but I just need to click a button here, and it will give me the output. I can actually play with it. I can actually see how it looks like, and you can also see here that it will also create a curl command for you, which is wonderful, by the way. And apart from all this, apart from using a tool, which it could be Postman, it could be Talend API Tester. One tool or utility that I use all the time is JQ. Now, using a command called curl, you can actually also do these things, because I do a lot of things on terminal, and most of these endpoints that I am showing you right now for Jira, I also have like a shell script, and shell script is nothing but a curl command, which is basically going to execute those endpoints, and I'll probably show you. Maybe I'll show you one of the script. So I'll probably open Emacs client, and I'll go to one of my Jira shell scripts, and I'll probably open let us say get projects. So let us open get projects, and if I open this, come on, no, okay, so my Emacs is not running, so that is fine. I'll probably open Emacs, not a problem for me. Okay, I've just started my Emacs server. Usually my Emacs server is running, so that is why you'll probably hear a beep, because there was that error, package CL is deprecated, but let us do it one more time. Okay, so if I show you this script, the script is basically nothing but going to, and by the way, the authentication token is stored in my variable, my environment variable, but I'm basically calling this same endpoint like for the project, and basically I'm passing some additional arguments so that I can also fetch the lead names. Now the good thing about this script is that I'm using a utility called JQ. Now JQ is basically, I'll probably open a separate terminal. So JQ is nothing but a command line JSON parser, and it actually makes things really easy. And to work with JQ, I mean, you can also pass JSON yourself, but it will take a lot of time, and it is not really convenient. But if you're using a utility called JQ, it will actually format the output for you. For example, if I show you the same, let me run the script. Let us see if I'm able to run the script. So the script is, I'm not really sure if the script is in the path. I don't really think so. No, it is not. Maybe I'll just directly go to the, I'll just go to the directory and I'll run it from there. So it is neater for you to see Jira shell scripts, and my script is get projects, and it will actually give you this output very easily, which is of course looking very neat. But if I don't use this JQ command, then it will actually not look this nice. It will actually not be massively comfortable to read. Let me just copy this and let us see if we can run this in the terminal. So if I run the same command, you of course have a lot of like, it is nothing but JSON, but it is not like pretty looking. And if you're using, of course, if you run the same thing from your browser, yes, you can also use your browser. So I'll probably just copy the endpoint, and I'm logged in, by the way. So you'll get this neat looking JSON. But the thing is that it is in the browser. Sometimes it is good to just fetch the information straight away, and I can look at the raw JSON, and the parsed one is actually looking it's not really parsed. It is more about, it looks neat. You can expand and collapse. But good thing is that when you're doing the same thing using your script, it is actually going to help you. So in this video, I just wanted to show you that if you learn a REST API, if you learn how to interact with REST API, then it will actually make you a better developer. Or maybe if you're not really a full-time developer, if you're doing something with technology, then if you know these things, it will massively help you, and it will improve your way of working. It will make you efficient. My recommendation would be to do it using the terminal, so that you can also plug things together, and you can then automate. And that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about today, and that is all I wanted to show you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new. Thank you very much. Bye bye. And by the way, I hope you like my new background. I made a video. There is nothing but a thermocol, which is like a nice background. I'll probably have one more here, but yeah, it's a cheap free thermocol which I am using on my light stand, umbrella light stand. All right, bye bye.